Hi there. Let's talk about salary. Now, we all know this idea. Yes, proviso teachers are underpaid. But how underpaid are they? And how are they underpaid? That's what we're going to look at today. So first off, when it comes to setting up a salary schedule for how you're going to pay a teaching force, there's a couple of broad models you could look at. You could choose, for example, that an extra year of experience entitles a teacher to a fixed dollar amount of extra pay. And so your salary schedule could go up in equal increments, giving you a straight line or a linear scale. Or you could say that every year gives you entitles the teacher to an extra percentage increase, and the same percentage increase going year after year after year. That one would be an exponential model. And so right here you can see a graph of what a linear model and an exponential model look like. And the linear one here happens to be the green line, and the exponential one is the blue curve that is below it. Now, there's a gap between these two, and that gap is the largest at that red line segment right there, which you can see the way this is set up is a little later into somebody's career. It's not early on that the gap is really big. The gap is much bigger, somewhere around year 20 or 22 for a proviso teacher. Well, let's take a look at the actual proviso schedule and see which of these it fits. Now, we've got a lot of different lanes. We've got a bachelor's plus 15, a master's plus 15, master's plus 30, master's plus 45, and a PhD. And we could analyze all of these, but they're all pretty much following the same kind of curve. I pulled out one of the ones that is most prevalent for the proviso faculty, which is the master's plus 45, and you can see it right here. It's a little difficult to put this one into some category. It looks kind of linear early on, but then it starts to curve up a bit and look a little bit more like the exponential. So I did a bit of math on it, and there's some blurb down here about the stats and R values and all that. This one best categorized as an exponential schedule, or an exponential schedule. Now, for the past several years, the teacher's contract in proviso has been taking this exponential schedule and has been indexing it by a fixed percentage amount on everything from year after year after year. So if we go back to the generic model, let's sort of fade all the colors here. And now take a look at what happens when we index this by a percentage. Everything's going to go up. But what happens here is, because you're going by a percentage, the increase over on the vertical axis for the salaries for beginning teachers is, in dollar terms, smaller than the increase for teachers later in their career at the end. Those are going to be much higher. So the line gets steeper. Now, one of the things this does mathematically is the curve will go up as well, but where the curve is going to have its greatest distance from the line, that's going to move over some, and that greater distance is going to extend some. So what has happened is, with the increasing of the salary schedule by fixed percentage amounts over the past several contracts, we've actually taken this salary hole, this gap that exists here in proviso of what you could be earning versus what you actually are. That hole has gotten bigger. So that's one way to take a look at what a salary hole is and what has actually happened here. What would be better to look at, though, would be to compare us to some of our neighbors. And we can look at the salary hole that way. So proviso teachers are underpaid, and maybe they're underpaid because we follow this exponential schedule instead of a linear schedule. But they're also just underpaid, so how underpaid are we? Let's take a look. So we're going to compare proviso to three of our neighbors. One is Oak Park River Forest, another one is Leiden, and we've got Morton. All right, so the data is this. Right now in 2020, what a great year, as a OPRF teacher is at work earning a dollar in the same 176-day school year. Down the street in proviso, a teacher is earning 66 cents. So if you look at this, data is coming from the Illinois School Report Card for 2019, so that's what we have most recent. So a OPRF teacher is earning $1, and a proviso teacher, meanwhile, is earning 66 cents. If we compare this to Leiden, while the Leiden teacher is earning $1, the OPRF teacher is earning 74 cents. If we look at our neighbors to the south, while the Morton teacher is earning $1, the proviso teacher is earning 80 cents. So we're definitely underpaid against all these guys. Well, the contract that we have right now that just ended in 2020 was enacted in 2017. And the 2016-17 school year, that school report card data, the OPRF teacher earning $1, the proviso teacher was earning 69 cents. The Leiden teacher earning $1, the proviso teacher was earning 83 cents. And when the Morton teacher was earning $1, the proviso teacher was earning 87 cents. So you can see our salary hole has gotten bigger. Now, it's gotten bigger in terms of the previous mathematical analysis because of the percentage increases. But when you look at these other school districts, it's gotten bigger as well. So we're underpaid now more than we were underpaid back then. Let's go a little further back in time to 2010. In 2010, the OPRF numbers were really similar. They're earning $1. The proviso teacher's earning 68 cents. The Leiden number's a little wonky. They're earning $1. The proviso teacher's earning 70 cents. The Morton one, they're earning $1. The proviso teacher's earning 91 cents. So we can see here, at least relative to Morton, that proviso was a little bit more competitive in 2010. Quite a bit more competitive than now, because now we're 80 cents on the dollar, and 10 years ago it was 91 cents on the dollar. So the salary hole's gotten considerably bigger relative to Morton. Let's go back another decade and see what's happening. School report card data for the year 2000. And this is interesting. We'll start with Leiden in this case. You can see that 83 cents back in 2017. Well, at the turn of the millennium, it was 84 cents, so not much of a difference there. But when we look at the other two neighbors, we see something really interesting. Compared to OPRF, the OPRF teacher toiling so hard, earning $1. Meanwhile, down the street in Proviso, a teacher is earning 95 cents. And down the other way, at Morton, they're earning $1, and up in Proviso, $1.06. Yes, indeed. Once upon a time, this district was competitive, was paying more than Morton was paying, and almost as much as OPRF was paying. Proviso used to be competitive, and we should be competitive again. Thank you.